Okay, so now we're ready to do your example. So we're gonna take this really slow and we're gonna go step by step. The first thing you need to know is that if I'm moving on too quickly, you can always pause the video in the screen and take your time to finish it, okay? You don't need to finish with Miss Poloncarz. You can always take that time to pause, take some accountability, finish your work, and then come back and revisit the video by hitting the play button. So this is gonna be the question you're answering. I want you to read it in your head. So the first question is, how does the merchant react to the young man sitting under the shade of the tree? What does his reaction reveal about his character? What do the young man's action reveal about his character? Use details from the story to support your responses. So, I want you to pick out the question words. So I see that the question words, Miss Poloncarz has them in bold. Awesome. So our first question word is how. So we're going to think about the way that the merchant reacts to the young man. So reacts is how he handles the young man. What does he do to the young man? How is he feeling about the young man? Okay, so that's my first one, the way that he feels about the young man sitting under the tree. Then for my second question, I'm going to think, what does his reactions reveal about his character? I have a what question. What do I need? You might be saying like a thing or event. Yeah, for this one, I'm going to do a thing. So the way that he reacts, what does it show? Reveal means to show. What does it show me about his character? That's what's going to be in the second question, the second topic sentence. And then my third question, what do the young man's actions reveal about his character? It's very similar to the last question. I'm going to have to talk about how the young man's actions show his character, so show who he is, okay? So we're thinking about number one, how the process or way that the merchant reacts to the young man. Two, what that shows about his character, what kind of person he is. And three, what does it show about what does it show about the young man's character? Okay, so we're gonna do our 3 boxes. So on your paper right now, I want you to do 3 box and bullet plans. So what your paper should look like is 3 rectangular boxes, and you should have the bullets below. So I'm gonna do my 3 boxes as well. So everybody is doing 3 boxes. Make sure they're big enough that you could write in them, and then you're gonna do your bullets below. This should take up a whole piece of paper. So I know a lot of us have some trouble with spacing when we're doing these. Make sure you're using that full piece of paper. You have all this paper, make sure you're using the full page. So for example, here are my 3 boxes, okay? Very big. It's filling up the whole paper. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do my bullets. I'm gonna leave enough space between them so that I can write my evidence. Remember, you want 2 bullets for each box. So now yours should match mine. Box, bullet, bullet, box, bullet, bullet, box, bullet, bullet. To help us out, I decided to give you guys some sentence stems and starters to help you out. So your box and bullet should look like this on your paper. And we're gonna write in the first topic sentence only. So everybody right now, I want you to write this down. The merchant is blank when he finds the man sitting under the shade of the tree. Remember, we're answering the question, how does the merchant react to the young man sitting under the shade of the tree? So we're going to say the merchant is blank when he finds the young man sitting under the shade of the tree. You're going to write that into your first box. I'll give you 1 minute.
That's good. So yeah, that's okay. We'll work on that one. Okay. So now I'm going to show you.
I'm also thinking if you already know how the man is reacting, you have a word to describe how the man's reacting. I want you to put that in that blank right now. Is the merchant happy about it? Is the merchant mad about it? Is he frustrated about it? Is he angry about it? Is he sad about it? Is he happy? I want to know what word describes how the merchant is, how he handles it when he sees him sitting under the tree.
So this is an easy question. What do you do during the day? So what do you do during the day?
Okay. Remember, you can always pause. For your next box, the middle box, we're going to answer the question, what does his reaction reveal about his character? Remember that reveal is a big word for show. So we're just thinking about how this shows his character. So the merchant's actions reveal he is, and you're going to tell me some character trait words about the man, about the merchant. If you need to go back to the story, you absolutely can. So I'm going to go back to the story right now. You can also pause and go down on your Google form, and you guys can look at the story there as well. I'm going to go back to the story, and I'm going to think, what are some character trait words to describe the merchant? Yeah. Okay, so fill that in, put in your answer. The merchant's actions reveal he is. Give you about 30 more seconds to write that sentence down and fill in that blank. Okay, our last box is going to be for our last question. Find the last question, read it in your head. The last question is, what do the young man's actions reveal about his character? So now we're going to talk about the young man. So the young man's actions reveal he is. Now we're going to think of character trait words for the young man. Write this sentence down. I'll give you 30 seconds.
Okay. Can you read the sentence for me?
The young man's actions reveal that he is, and you're going to go back to the story. You can also go down in the Google form and find character trait words to describe the young man. Go back to the story if you need to. Review, what is the young man like in this story? Now that you have your sentences, you should have your blanks filled in too. If you don't have your blanks filled in, this is your time right now to go back and answer those questions. Now what you're going to do is you're going to find text evidence to prove these points. So I want to know this word, whatever you filled in, give me proof that the merchant was that way. That he was mad or angry or that he was happy or sad, whatever feeling you said, I want proof of it. Now, if you're going through and you're like, oh, my evidence doesn't really match my topic sentence, that means maybe you didn't pick the right answer. So you got to think of what happens in the story. Think about how he's reacting. Think about all of those things and come up with a word that shows how he's reacting, okay? And then you're gonna give me 2 pieces of evidence that prove it. When you're done with that, you're gonna move on and tell me about the merchant's character trait. You're gonna find 2 pieces of evidence to back that up. And then last but not least, you're gonna go down and you're gonna tell me about the young man and about his character traits. And you're gonna find 2 pieces of evidence to back that up. When you're done with your full box and bullet plan with your evidence, you are going to upload it right here. A lot of us are forgetting to upload our picture. You're gonna upload it here. If you have any trouble, you're gonna message your teachers and you can email them or text them and you could send your work to them. You're gonna send a photo of your completed box and bullet plan. And then I'll see you guys for writing lesson 12 tomorrow. Bye guys, great job today.